Well, I'm really excited because
We'll
this
figure
looks
it
like
out.
an interview set, and I kind of feel like Oprah Winfrey right now. All I need is like a color-coordinated lavalier mic and maybe some softening, camera softening on my face.
So what does that make me, Jen?
Dr. Phil, welcome to my show, Jeff.
I don't want to be Dr. Phil.
It's okay, you'll get your own show once I kick you off.
Let's just move on.
Anyway, what's a fishbowl question? Are you asking questions about my goldfish?
No, they are crazy questions on subjects you typically aren't asked about, such as if you knew the first person you asked to marry, would you say yes unconditionally and love you forever, or who would it be and why? Sure, they could respond their boyfriend, or they could go crazy and say something like Brad Pitt, the Prince of Wales, or me.
Oh, okay, well, let's get started. Let's see, our first victim looks like it's going to be Miss Dassy Rice from Alpha Chi Omega. All right, judges, can you see the beautiful Miss Dassy Rice from where you're seated? We have your application in our hands, and we are ready to destroy it. Perfect. From all these people.
Okay, Dassy. In your application, it says your favorite movie is American History X. Why is that?
Well, I think that the movie makes a really good point about race. And at the ending, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but the twist at the end really makes the movie. Not to mention, it's got Edward Norton in it too, so that's a plus.
All right, my next question for you is, you're kind of a petite girl, so I was just wondering if you could become obese off of any one single food, what would it be and why?
Gosh, I would have to say anything with peanut butter in it because I love peanut butter. Or some sort of pasta, because I like that too.
Dassy would become obese off of peanut butter pasta.
Sounds deadly.
Let's find another fishbowl question for you. Okay, if you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Boxcar Racer has a song, and it's called There Is, and it's like about a girl and a guy, and it's just really sweet, and it's got a good beat, so I think that's probably the one song I could listen to.
That's great. I think a lot of songs are about girls and guys. So I can totally relate. Thanks, Dassy, for your wonderful explanations. We'll see you with that peanut butter and pasta and songs about girls and guys.
Thank you.
Our next victim is Liz Bainey.
It says here, you describe yourself in 2 words as ambitious and go-getter. Can you explain that, please?
Yes, it was an ambitious go-getter.
Ambitious go-getter.
And go-getter, but
I apologize.
no, I've always had a lot of dreams of like just really high hopes. Like obviously right now I'm bio pre-med, so I want to be a doctor. And that's kind of ambitious because it's a lot of school and a lot of, practice to get good. So And go-getter, I love to have fun. So, go-getter.
All right, speaking of go-getter, and since you're a bio-pre-med family practitioner, superwoman, it says here if you could switch lives someday with someone, just for like one day, you said you wanted to switch with a National Geographic photographer. What does that have to do with the family practitioner?
That was just something, because I was trying to think of somebody who gets to see the world. I'd love to see the world. And I didn't want to be like anything too like superficial. So I said a National Geographic photographer, because they get to see people in all walks of life and like just like the prettiest places in the world. So I'd love to do that.
Me too. Okay, and for your fishbowl question. If you were going on a road trip for 6 hours or more, because you're a National Geographic photographer in Arizona, where would you go and what snacks would you buy?
I would go to Juneau, Alaska. It looks really pretty, and it's not a place that people commonly go to, so I'd like to see that. And I would bring Diet Coke, my favorite drink, cherry pull and peel Twizzlers, Oreos, M&Ms, and Cooler Ranch Doritos.
What an answer. Okay, thank you so much, Liz. You are free to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next victim is Vanessa Carranza from Sigma Kappa. Okay, like we said earlier, you described yourself as a sexy beast. I really would like to know why.
Well, I was actually thinking about what to put on the description of the application, and a couple of friends were around me, and one of them said, well, you're very sexy because you're Latina and you're cute, and and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I agree, I'm not going to complain. And the other one said, you're a beast because I go after things. I'm a competitor, I love competing, and I love getting accomplished things, so put them together, sexy beast,
All right, our next question for your application. It says you like dolphins, but you don't like alligators. What is wrong with alligators to you?
Well, I was watching a National Geographic kind of episode thing. I know, Liz, awesome.
It's just
Right?
so popular, I guess. Jeez.
And I was watching a documentary on alligators, and it was just, they eat their children. It's ridiculous. The babies get eaten by the daddies. It's ridiculous. I think that's horrible, and that's why I don't like them. They're evil. Just like technology.
That is pretty disgusting. Okay, now for your fishbowl question. Okay, if you could only have one toy back from your childhood, what would it be and why? One toy.
It would be my mermaid Barbie. It was the first Barbie I got. It was Christmas of when I was 7 years old. And I know, I remember, it's crazy. And I remember sitting under the Christmas tree, and I opened up, and it was my Barbie, and it was little Ariel. And it would bring back the wonderful memories of being at home with my family all together, and I miss the family a lot, so if it was one toy, it would be that mermaid Barbie.
I have a quick question. Did it have legs? Was it interchangeable, or was it just like...
It was interchangeable. Yeah, she had legs, and then you could put on like the long fin, and you could change her into different outfits. It was like a big, like nice little package. So yeah, there's a lot of toys.
Thank you very much, Vanessa.
Thank you.